All right, you're welcome on the program this morning. It is the 15th of July 2025, and we say thank you for joining us once again this morning. All right, condolences continue to pour in from across the globe as Nigerians mourn former President Muhammadu Buhari. Of course, the former president, died in London on Sunday. It was announced by his spokesman, Shehu Gaba, and his family. He's to be buried today in Daura, Katsina State, and a whole lot of dignitaries are expected to grace that event. I'm Michael Adekunle, the anchor of the program City Stand. I welcome you all viewers, all esteemed viewers across the globe on the program this morning. All right, the convener of Revolution Now, also the pioneer of Sarah Reporters, I mean the publisher of Sarah Reporters, Omoyele Sowore, said that former President Muhammadu Buhari died of blood cancer. And there are diverse reactions to this morning. Of course, my respondents are here to respond to the situation. Yeah, they are here to respond to the situation. Good morning. Good morning. You're welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, quickly to the Punch newspaper this morning. What was the Punch saying? Please in the comment section. Let us try as much as possible to maintain decorum. Let us respect each other's opinions. It's very, very important. We respect people's views on the platform. And please let us do away with sentiments, bigotry, tribalism, and other things, issues that could, make some people get hurt on the program. Thank you so much. Let us abide by the rules and regulations guiding the platform. All right, we need to quickly go down to the Nigerian Tribune newspaper to see what's on its front page, as well as the Punch newspaper this morning. Keep your messages coming, and to those who are sending me private messages, I say thank you. If I'm chanced, I will read out your messages. Yeah. All right, all the way from Spain, Osaze is saying hi to me. I have Jacob Adedeji in the US, New Jersey, specifically, and saying good morning to us at the news stand, all the way from Germany. Robert Uche, say good morning to you too. Thank you so much for joining us. In Atlanta, Georgia, anonymous viewers there, we say good morning to you. All over the world, viewers joining us today. We appreciate all of you. We have Udeze Chima here. I can see it on the screen. Udeze Chima is there, and he saying good morning all the way from Italy. Thank you for joining us this morning, Udeze Chima. He contributed a lot yesterday in the comment section, and I really appreciate you, Chief Udeze Chima. Also to Big T Prince in the United Kingdom. Big T Prince, that's Odunlade Taiwo. So good morning to you. We appreciate you always, for joining us on the program. Nnamdi Onusi in Netherlands, I say good morning to you. You're welcome. Mrs. Enoma and Mr. Ben, we are on phone conversation. That was 2 days ago. and I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for always being there. Agbo Imafidon, I say good morning to you and you're welcome on the program this morning. Thank you for joining me. Emmanuel Oguji, I appreciate you. Enema, Anthony, Enema, thank you, thank you. And to additional Bada Akim in Finland, we always tell people to share, subscribe, and comment. We appreciate you. Thank you so much, Lazarus. Lazarus is also here. Good morning, bro. You are doing a great job. Oh, thank you so much for that compliment. I really appreciate that. All right, to the Punch newspaper this morning, the 15th of July 2025. K. Odulaja, good morning to you. You're welcome on the program. 15th of July 2025. We have stories here. Adeni Daramola, you're welcome on the program. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. The Nigerian Tribune newspaper is also here, like I said earlier on, and all is set for Buhari's burial today. I believe the president of the nation, I mean the incumbent president of the nation, Bola Tinubu, would be gracing that event, as well as Vice President Kashim Shetima. I believe the Senate President Godswill Akpabio will be there, as well as other well-meaning Nigerians and politicians, in the country. Buhari is not just a small person in the country. He's a big fish in the political space. So I think he deserves all these applause from Nigerians. All right, this is Chima Buhari is a wicked man. Let him go and face. Okay, thank you so much, Udeze Chima. Okay, moving on to what we have this morning. All set for Buhari's burial. Tinubu to receive body in Katsina. The president, Bola Tinubu, will be receiving the body of the late president. I mean the former president of the nation, Muhammadu Buhari, today in Katsina. Body to arrive by noon. That's 12 o'clock. Body to arrive by noon. Interment set for 2 p.m. today. I believe many Nigerians will be watching this live. Federal government declares public holiday. As today is the 15th of July 2025. Condolence registers to be opened in MDAs, ICC, Nigerian embassies, missions. Thank you so much for joining us on the Chidi. You're welcome. Nigerian embassies, missions abroad, National Assembly, suspend legislative activities for 1 week. All right, we don't need to drop this story. We need to read it. It's a sad event in Ijebu Ode, as Awujale also gave up the ghost. Ijebu Ode stands still as Oba Adetono is also buried. Two heavy people in Nigeria, died recently. Abiodun Sanwo-Olu, that's the Abiodun, the governor of Ogun State, the governor of Lagos State, Sanwo-Olu, Oshoba, former governor of Ogun State, Benga Daniel, former governor of Ogun State, and Dangote, others in attendance. They will be gracing that event also. All right, we move down to the Patriots this morning. The Patriots shift constitutional summit to Wednesday to honor the former president, Muhammadu Buhari, and the Aujele of Ijebu land. Adeleke to Aregbesola, Osun people have not forgotten your records as governor. And we can see the picture of the vice president, Kashim Shetima, here on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, where he visited the former president and his family in London. Vice President Kashim Shetima, during his condolence visit to the family of former President Muhammadu Buhari in London. This was on Monday. Now we move to the Punch newspaper this morning. What was the Punch telling us at the newsstand this morning? Punch headline on the front page of the Punch: Daura Kingsmen Associates reflect on Buhari's final month reflect on Buhari's final month. Set burial begins in Abuja today. Interment to follow in Katsina. I was hospitalized in same London facility as Buhari. This is coming from the former head of state, Abdulsalami Abubakar. Why would Abdulsalami Abubakar leave Nigeria to London to receive treatment? This is what we discussed yesterday. Situation whereby we don't have a correct or genuine medical, a big problem to the nation. We have our leaders traveling from Nigeria to overseas to receive treatment. Why Nigerians are making use of what they have here? I think it's not making sense at all. Rafolu, you're welcome on the program. Thank you so much. I can see you on the screen there. Jonathan visits Aisha, the former president, Goodluck Ebele. Jonathan, the one Buhari defeated in 2015, visited the former president, the late president Muhammadu Buhari in London as Mosun Lawan. Others arrive Daura. We have Tinubu appointing Akume, Ribadu others to burial committee. Federal government delegation visits Aisha Maman Daura Abdusalami in London. All right, and the last one we have here are the pictures of the former president and the incumbent vice president of the country, Kashim Shettima. You can see the picture of Goodluck Ebele, Jonathan, and Kashim Shettima right on the front page of the Punch newspaper. We also have Vice President Kashim Shettima here. Thank you so much for joining us. Also in the news, this morning, the local government election that took place in Lagos State. APC, the ruling All Progressives Congress, cleared all the 20 local governments in Lagos State. This shows you the dominance of the ruling All Progressives Congress in Lagos. Opposition has no place in Lagos. 20 local government areas cleared by APC.
They lost only one councillorship.
Just one candidate out of 370 something. So,
yeah, if I'm correct, they lost one councillorship. They won the whole councillorship, won the whole to 7 local government. Yes, they consider only one councillorship to PDP. So at least opposition has one. Yes, they didn't win 100%.
They didn't win 100%, but
they win 99%, 99.9. Yes. I mean, that's opposition also won now.
I won.
Yes.
Does it make any sense?
It's a sense now. That's what will happen in Nigeria now.
It shows Lagos State is running one party state.
We are in one party system. Mr. Mike, good morning, sir. You are most welcome. Our global CEO of Global System and our global over the world. You are most welcome to Global System this morning. I name myself Mr. Ojolaide. You are most welcome. And those who have been appreciating on this program, on this platform, may God bless you. They play your pocket. You are most welcome.
All right, still talking about the exit of a legend, of former president,
yes, Muhammadu
Buhari, a one-time military president in Nigeria. And as we have it in the news, condolences are still pouring in as Nigerians are mourning this great personality.
It's a public holiday here in Nigeria.
Nigeria declared.
But in Southeast, is it? Are they observing it?
The President, Commander-in-Chief of Nigeria, President Bola Tinubu, has declared public holiday over the sovereignty of Nigeria, inclusive of Southeast, Mr. Mike, inclusive of Southeast part of Nigeria. So, whether they observe this or not observe, bank will not open in Southeast today. All government institutions will not open, whether state or local, or federal will not open. So it's the choice of individual to either obey or not to obey. So as far as I'm concerned, that will take effect. And the president has so-called declared that we must observe it to honor our late president. We must observe it to honor our late president, and so it shall be. So whether it's an individual thing, it's an individual.
Continue what
Okay, it's an individual thing. Whether individual decide we will observe it or not, but the institutions of the state will comply, and and the civil service, civil servant, and private companies who are salary earners also comply. Company will also not open. And if you go there and see banks and co not opening, and multinational companies will not open. They will observe it. So who is left an individual who doesn't comply with it? It's your choice.
Well, I don't know what Michael is trying to bring out by emphasizing the southeast as if that part of the country is, I mean, it's not inclusive. I don't know what you are driving now. Maybe you should be more explicit so that we can really deal with it.
Yeah, I had a lot of calls yesterday, from the southeastern region, even from outside the country. Igbos called me, said a lot of things, about the former president.
Yes.
And it seems, I think I saw a write-off on one of the dailies in Nigeria that southwest, not southwest, northwest of Southern holiday or something like that. So I was like, oh, so it seems the southeasterners are still nursing, I don't know, the havoc Buhari wrecked in that region. Of course, don't forget the Nnamdi Kanu factor.
Yes,
kidnapping.
Yeah, kidnapping. No? Okay, you call it kidnapping, not extradition.
It was abducted.
It's an abduction. It's an
Not
abduction.
extradition.
Yes.
It's clear now. So the normal procedure wasn't followed, and we all saw it.
And even the attack of the military on the IPOB members, that's inclusive. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Attack on ESA members, that's another thing. Attack on those who are imposing sit at home, that's another inclusive. About 3 or 4 things I mentioned now. So all those one place Buhari, not a good picture of Southeasterners.
Even at that period, proscribed them a terrorist organization.
He proscribed IPOB as a terrorist organization, and it's, so even Southwesterners, we have a misfeeling about him. This is a man who rose up against somebody who got up to deliver from Fulani invasion oppression in the name of Buhari. So we all have a mixed feeling about him. Even in Northerners too, where a lot of kidnappings of school children, terrorist killing of people of the north, they also have mixed feeling about him. So I don't know, the man doesn't have a clearer acceptability of his tenure while he was in office. So as Nigeria is a country that we keep on going on in the midst of hardship, people challenges and
people like Udeze Chima said Buhari will rot in jail.
Well.
Yeah, Udeze Chima and the likes. And I can still see what he has written here. Okay. That it is not all about Nnamdi Kanu. Said Igbos were excluded. Yeah, they were excluded from participating in his administration. Yeah, so he's simply talking about marginalization in the administration of the former President Muhammadu Buhari. Was it so?
Yes, it is. In fact, Yoruba was even more. Forget about Shaju. Forget about Shaju as the vice president who doesn't have any executive power to execute anything. Our federal government institutions were federalized by Buhari. We know it now. Were dominated by Buhari. Every sector, every institution, apart from the minister that the commission compare him, yes, to appoint. Every other institution, parastatals were dominated by Fulani ethnic stuff, and then their ethnic militia, so-called headers, killing all around the country, and no single one, Mr. Mike, was arrested and prosecuted. You see, that's an act of killing, or Catholic Church, to the extent that somebody in Yoruba has to rise up to defend us. So, he's a man that, his sectional interest was brought to full play of governance in Nigeria. He was disguising as if he's a nationalist, whereas not. He sexually pursued a tribal and sectional agenda. And where he had bent on achieving it, by God's grace, he failed. Because if it were to be that land approval was in his hand, he would have had his way. Because Ruga establishing people in the name of Ruga, you must settle them on land, and land must be allocated to you by governor, not you. So the governor refuses to allocate land. Ruga failed. Water resources bill also came, that water resources in every hamlet, in every community belongs to federal government. Even before you can dig borehole in your compound, Mr. Mike, you have to go to Abuja and get license. That one was shut down in the National Assembly. In the dying days of his government, we hear grazing route from Kano to your I don't know your hometown. Your state. Grazing route and left and right side of that grazing route, thousands of kilometers of land. You can see that the so-called sectional agenda of Buhari has played his national agenda, and that's this. It's not. Yesterday you read out a newspaper conclusion of his government. You hear before you start making. So it's not whatever anybody does will be told about him after his death. No matter how he painted that he was nationalist, but sectionalism played most. He played out so much. This is the man was saying that the people you can trust with that we are put in government. So it's really only the ethnic nationalists in Nigeria. So as far as I'm concerned, it's more of a sectional leader than a nationalist. So as well, his record will still be there. Nobody can beat it. Is it the economy actually brought to Nigeria? Is it indebtedness brought to Nigeria? 30 trillion was printed by CBN by means and ways.
Under Emefiele, right?
Yeah. Yes. Probably monetary exchange hardship with Mr. Mike. I had my money in my bank. I couldn't access my money. And we queue to pay for 2,000, 1,000 at POS. There are horrible things we experience under this man. Under him, cost of living skyrocketed beyond human acceptability. So yes. So I mean, there are a lot. Insecurity. I mean, just name it.
So many.
So I don't see. I'm not saying he has not touched that, but the damage he did was more than the good he did. That's it. That's the truth.
Gentlemen, you are trying to say something.
Yes, I mean, the list goes on as my brother was rolling it out. It was still under his watch during his administration as a civilian president now that Hadi Sidika brought in a painted aircraft to the country, and we were told that Nigeria Airways is about to take off. And as soon as they are done with the ceremony, the plane flew back to wherever it came from and all of that. Was it Kenya or Ethiopia?
Ethiopia. Ethiopia. Yes.
So under his watch, the false rice pyramid was shown to Nigerians. That pyramid was as tall as the building out there, Michael. And it was launched and all of that, and after that nothing was added. So a lot of people took advantage of his docility to perpetrate a lot of evil during his administration, especially as a civilian president. When he was a military guy, I think he was still able to instill certain things by force, the military rule by decree and all of that. So
is it the one or the Diagbon?
People are saying
at least it is the administration anyway.
Okay, all right.
But as a civilian president, he was so docile to a very large extent, and things were getting rot right under his nose. While killings were going on in Benue and some other middle belt states, if you remember, Michael, he went to one of those places one day and he said, I thought the IG is supposed to be here. I have asked the IG to relocate to this place. So you mean he didn't come? And he was asking the people. That was the level of incompetence, to put it straight, that we saw during his administration.
All right, I was somewhere yesterday in Lagos. I interviewed people and they said a whole lot of things about former President Muhammadu Buhari. Everybody has his own opinion to give, but the fact remains that Buhari didn't perform well when he was the president of the country. It's just obvious. We don't need to paint issues here.
Yes.
People are reacting.
Yes.
All right, let's quickly go down to the comment section and see what our viewers are saying. But before that, let me quickly ask, was it even fit for that position in 2015? Was it fit?
Mr. Mike,
Was he?
That question you asked should have been better answered if you have the mandate, if you are the one that you are in control of the mandate will give to me. Supposing if Nigerian are the one in control of that mandate, that we can give it, we can withdraw it. But we are never in control of that mandate. So whoever they brought to us, they are not asking us for our mandate. They are only making us to just look as if we participate in it. They already have where they will achieve their aim. So it's supposing you are the one that will give the mandate, you'll be able to screen him. You know, you ascertain his level of you ascertain his level of ability, ability to doesn't even stand the power to doesn't even have the head required to stand for that election. Is it even qualified health-wise? We have ascertained that we have examined that we have.
But there was so much support for him before 2015. Remember, they say Baba kind of a language. And even at some point, people thought Buhari was the Messiah.
Mr. Malik said this. The progress of 1983-84 administration he had with spoke for him. And he has even put it right that was he even was the one that was shown. No, Diabo was the one who was calling the shot. Thank God, yeah, now Diabo had the shot anyway as second command. But that gave right for him to come 2015. But by 2019, we already had a dossier of number of times he left country to UK for health treatment, showing that it's not health-wise competent to run for the office. We would have questioned this at that time, but because we are handicapped, our voice does not count. Our voice does not count. We have been conquered. I'm telling you, election-wise, we have been conquered by the people that pocketed democracy in their pocket, who have institutions in their pocket. We will have questioned by 2019 that, hello, are you eligible to contest for this post by virtue of your health status? They will have determined, established that. But everything comes to Nigeria and goes in Nigeria. The power that control, that pocket everything, are pushing through, irrespective of whatever we feel. You and I knew that. If we have said no, you are not competent, you are not capable, you are not health-wise, your status cannot guarantee you are not eligible to run. We will be rubbish aside. We will not, our voice will not count. They will rubbish us aside. They will push him through because we have no say. Our voice does not count. They will rubbish us aside and see have his way. So if we have questioned it won't come to pass. Our voice will not be heard. They will be silenced and will push their way through because they've been having their way through. Every institution that is supposed to have worked in Africa is already pocketed in their hands. Is this usually want to go? They will dare you go to court and go there now.
Okay, sorry, just an input. I agree absolutely with OJ. Even if you remember Musa Yar'Adua, while the campaign was still ongoing, Musa Yar'Adua was battling with his health.
Yes.
In one of the campaign grounds, he wasn't even there physically. Yes. It was Obasanjo that was there and pulled a call across to him that Musa Umoru, are you dead or alive? When the rumor was on there, he was battling his health, and yet campaign was ongoing. That's just to agree absolutely with what OJ has said. They have a way of packaging people and push it to Nigerians, and because they know to a large extent they are in control of the electoral process, including the judiciary, and most of the time they force those things down the throat of Nigerians.
All right, thank you so much, Michael. Let's quickly look at a mantra of his that as of that time said he was for nobody and he was for everybody. But looking at the level of marginalization that took place in his administration, was he really for everybody?
It's a disguise. It's a deceit to deceive Nigeria that it's for everybody. It's not for anybody. Mr. Mike, there's no way you want to tell people you are for them and you are doing otherwise. It's not show. It will show. Except they are stupid. They are imbecile. They cannot read your actions. They cannot study your word. They cannot study your activities. Then it will surely show that body language, everything will show that what you are saying, what you have said, is not what you are doing. It's not what it's reflecting. You say you are for everybody, you are not for anybody. How come about your ethics talk is the only security problem Nigeria is facing all over Nigeria? They are the ones killing all across the Nigeria. Every indigenous tribe, every indigenous places of Nigeria. Your ethnic stock is one responsible for security challenges are facing Nigeria. It's not Igbo that's killing them in Yoruba land. It's not Yoruba that's killing them in North. It's not Igbo that's killing in the North, everywhere. It's one particular that's killing. And you never take it a point of view. And look, my fellow
was silent over it.
Yes, my fellow
Wasn't really saying
yes.
anything. Though at some point he spoke.
Mr. Let me remind you, Bruno Obasanjo stand up. When OPC was alleged to be constituted a nuisance to the nation, what happened to Obasanjo? What did he do? He arrested Gani Adams and locked him up and charged him to court and declared clampdown on non-OPC members. That Obasanjo did is a Yoruba man. OPC is a Yoruba organization now. Obasanjo did that to show to OPC that, look, I'm not a sectional leader. He's also the point saying that you are the one constituting security nuisance to Nigeria. He clamped down on OPC, arrested Gani Adams and locked him up and tried him. Buhari kept silent throughout. No single Fulani either was arrested and prosecuted until people begin to rise up, and defend their people. It's like the lack of Sunday go. So the statement that is for everybody is not for somebody. It's a lie. It's a deceit. It's for sectional agenda which God truncated during his tenure. So thank God that he's never saw it every day. And I thank God people rose up and rose up to his face and dare him. Governors of Southwest, likes of blessed memory of Akeredolu of Ondo State, told the governor of Southwest, forget about the issue of policy, party affiliation, party loyalty. How those supposed to lead this? My government, my party is the power, is the government, is the party in the central government. This is a matter of your land. If you are conquering your land, you are finished. They put someone together and put up a law banning open grace in Southwest. At least to check them, to tell them that, look, we know where you are going. We are already preparing for it. So the agenda, the statement that I'm for everybody, I'm not for somebody. It's a lie. It's a sectional leader.
All right. OJ has said that Buhari is a sectional leader. Now let's move down to the comment section. Big T Prince. The same people that were praising him for the military era now saying he did nothing and he was a wicked man. Hosanna today, crucifying him tomorrow. But he didn't do well now, Big T Prince. That's just the fact. That's your view. It's your view, but now I'm saying it here. He underperformed. I think this is my first time I'm saying this. This is my first time I'm saying, yeah. It's my own opinion. He underperformed. That's just the obvious fact.
We have a right to your opinion.
All right.
Right.
Michael, please read this line to all of us here. If you don't want people to lie at your funeral, leave a good life. Leave a good legacy. All right. And that's what is happening to former President Muhammadu Buhari.
Yes.
Now, even Yorubas too are speaking. I was at a place in Lagos yesterday. Please go and watch the video and see what people said about former President Muhammadu Buhari. He spoke a lot. Diverse opinions at that location. Just a location like this, you can go to the video section of the platform, not live section, because I know people are used to the live section. And we are not. I beg, we know they make money from live. I beg, always try and go to the video section for pre-recorded programs. Sometimes we cut this live into 20 minutes, 10 minutes for people to click. You just click and watch. I'm not making money from this. I won't lie to you. But with you guys' help, we are still moving forward. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate all of you. Now, on to the next one. Benga George. Buhari did nothing about insecurity. They keep rebranding their names, Fulani Elders to Fulani bandits. I repeat, Buhari did nothing about insecurity. But at some point, he was giving matching orders now. I mean,
nobody was matching.
Was it a fake matching order?
Nobody was matching.
Nobody was matching. Buhari did nothing about the security. They keep rebranding their names, Fulani Elders to Fulani bandits. Never called them terrorists.
Exactly. I mean, that was one of the issues of his administration. We kept having semantics, rebranding here and there. Crime, criminality is criminality. There's no point trying to paint it, and that was what we saw more in his administration. We were told that farmers elder clash. I hate that statement. Farmers elder clash. Who is causing trouble? Nobody was addressing that. I have my farm. somebody will bring his cow into my farm and destroy my farm, and you are calling it clan. And if I should talk, I will be killed.
Yes.
And you are still calling it, okay, let's see how we can work together, how we can live together. That was the statement coming from our leaders, rather than addressing the matter that you cannot bring your cow into my farm. Nobody make that statement till tomorrow. You kept passioning, okay, let's do Ruga, let's do all of that. But nobody is saying you cannot bring your cows into anybody's farm. And cow business became a national project. The way they were running at that time. They were trying to brand it nationally. Federal government was rolling out projects concerning it as if it's also crude oil and all of that. So that was some of the things problems our leader caused during his administration.
All right, let's move down to Quick Penny. What's Quick Penny saying this morning? Good morning, Mr. Mike, reviewers and followers all over the globe. Thank you for that. Quick Penny. It shall be well with us, no matter the situation we find ourselves in Nigeria. It shall be well.
Amen.
All right. Not true. Kanuri is not Fulani. Boko Haram is Kanuri. This is coming from V. Raymond. All right. Mike, you dey fear to talk am since until he died. Guess who said this? Guess who wrote this?
Who said it?
Guess who?
I'm not going to guess.
GOA.
GOA, my friend.
All right, I sometimes I need to be very, very careful.
I
need to be very careful. I'm objective. All right, Mr. Mike, thank you for saying the truth. This is coming from James Manu, who is a Chiba. Tunde Idiagbon was the brain behind the little success we saw under Buhari as a military president. Not Buhari. We have BT Prince saying, Mr. Michael, it's my opinion, and it's not about his performances. I was just talking about people's mindset. Thank you so much, Big T Prince, for that. I have watched it, Mr. Mike. All right, yesterday's program. It's a different location. Please watch it, like it, and comment. GOA, what will people say about Tinubu later on? The same thing. Is Tinubu not different from Buhari?
They are different personality.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. Tinubu is a personal builder. Yes, take it or leave it. Of course, Tinubu builds personal. He invests in human resources. Yes, Buhari not invest in human resources. He's only champion. Yes, see the difference between Tinubu and Buhari. Tinubu is a personal builder, is a personal manager. He builds personnel. He raise people up. He raise leaders that can take up the institution, that can run after him. We have just like person like Allah who builds person. Buhari is not the same thing. Buhari does not build. Who are the people Buhari mentored? Who are they? Tell me those people Buhari mentored. I can count number of people Tinubu mentored. Yes, it's a resource. It's a human resources builder, investor that he invests in human resources who will take after him because he believes in continuity. So they are not the same. And Tinubu is not like somebody who's pursuing Yoruba agenda against the source of other ethnic nationalities. Where did you see Yoruba killing since Tinubu come to power? Killing in the north as Yoruba in Igbo and killing them in Igbo. Are they not killing them in another part of the country? Are they in the Middle Belt, killing them in the Middle Belt? No, but there's a particular tribe that is responsible for killing all across the country, killing people in their indigenous land, sending them to IDP camp. It's the Fulani men. And Buhari hiding it under his tenure, SCS tenure, hiding it. And no one of them was arrested and prosecuted under him. And you people forgot how people were killed in Ondo State. Early morning service or Catholic Church in our war. Where am I the one in Southwest that we have to hire somebody to rise up on Yoruba land? So we go to champion the cause that what nonsense is this killing all about? So Tinubu never supported Yoruba to be killing other tribe men in Nigeria. Unlike what Buhari indulges his tribe men.
Are you sure he supported
Buhari wanted demographic changes in Nigerian community. That's why they wanted Ruga settled in every community of Nigeria. Thank God he never had access to power of allocation of land. Governor has the power to allocate land. That's what made Ruga to fail. When Ruga failed, another scheme came up. Water resources be to control water resources of every community, of every land, of every place. And on that water resources, there's still even the land of that water resources, less than that of that stream, of that river, it still belongs to federal government. so that when they bring cow to come and drink water, they will throw onto left and side of the land of that water. When that one failed again, the days of his government, we are hearing grazing route from Kano to your hometown. Mr. Michael, I don't know where your hometown is. So,
I don't know why you are mentioning my own
yes, now. Because grazing route cannot pass through my own state. I'm from Ogun State. Yeah, you cannot tell me
But you cannot tell me. You pass through my own
It's possible. Because there's no grazing route. Mr. Mike, there's no grazing route in my own land, in my state. No grazing route. How can you tell me a grazing route and left and right side of that route, thousands of kilometers is for the. These are clear session agenda of Mr. President. We know that. Thank God all the whole country know about it. That's why they rose up and promulgated anti-open grazing law to stop that there's no grazing law in the country. Started by governor of State. Other states promulgated this, even the Southeast and so, because they knew that the whole agenda is to grab land to settle planning. So I told you how Obasanjo clamped down on OPC. I said Gani Adams when he was president. When the country report said that OPC were constituting security nuisance. They arrested Gani Adams, they clamped down on OPC, silent them, and declared army and co to dissuade them from their location. That's what made OPC to calm down up to now. OPC are still innocent. They have calmed down. They have substituted their operation. But in your own case, you tell them are responsible for killing all around the country. You didn't arrest them. Even the leadership of your tribe, Sultan and the Emir, never spoke against it because you wanted a conquest of Nigerian land.
I just saw a message by Odeze Chima on the screen. And he said, Michael, have you ever heard anybody talk back about former president as the late Musa?
Yeah,
he said
no,
and which is obviously the fact.
Yes.
There's a full animal too.
Yes.
So, okay, let's quickly move down to Omoyele Sowore's statement, the publisher of Sowore report.
Yes.
That former President Muhammadu Buhari died of blood cancer, leukemia, or something like that. I know Sowore was one of the major critics of former President Muhammadu Buhari's administration. But why was his health, I'm talking about the situation surrounding his health, eating at some point? And did his ill health, did it not allow him to perform well when he was the president of the nation? Did it affect him in terms of performance as the president of the nation?
If you are not healthy, health determines your level of performance. If you are not sound and healthy, it will inflict serious negative on your level of performance. That's why health status is a precondition of eligibility to contest for election. Yes, it's eligibility of that you are capable of running the affairs of the state. If you are sick and you are not sound early, there's no point going to be running affairs of the state. You are taking destiny of millions of Nigerians of the season. It's being kept in your custody. It's being held. You are holding in trust for them. So you can't go there and be messing up. Today you are sick. Today you are on bed. Today you are. So if his health status was to have been discovered not to have been okay, it should not be allowed to have been wrong.
And we had a young man who was very, very healthy.
Yeah,
I'm talking about
well, that's a different discussion. See, the people that are in control of political process in Nigeria, they already have their way. They know who they will. It's the matter of me and you. If I see my chance is blessing, if I work with you, you have your time, then you pay me back. I also have my time. I will align with you. If I know Mr. Mike, if I have worked with him, his chance is of making it not. I mean, it's a matter of interest. It's a matter of, and that's what politics is all about. Is you have to identify where your weakness and your strength lies. You pitch your strength with where your strength lies. You dump your weakness. That remain your weakness remain in your position, while your strength remain in majority. That's it. So, and that's where your interest must lie.
All right, so, we have many people on ground, our viewers on ground. This morning, let's quickly go to the Lagos State local government election that took place over the weekend. We heard that there were voter apathy, discrepancies in that election, but at the end of the day, APC, the ruling All Progressives Congress in Lagos State, won the election. Hands down, a landslide victory for the ruling All Progressives Congress. Michael, what do you have to say?
The last local government election was a one-party show. I think
One party show.
that's the way I want to describe it. It was APC, or even during campaigns, I hardly see any other party campaigning. Honestly, at least in this area, might be, but I didn't see much of other parties even during the campaigns and all of that. So on the election day, I saw a party. A lot of people didn't really show up for voting and all of that, but the few people that dominated most of the voting spaces were IPC. So I wasn't too surprised when I saw the results. So it's clear that purely a one-party affair, and that's the situation in Lagos.
What did it transpire? What did it happen?
Mr. Mike, that election just a selection. It's just a rubber stamping of what we have known that has been in existence over the years. Which is that a contest? There's no contest. Watch the match between Chelsea and PSG now. You see a contest now. That's a contest now. You see an opposition, you see attack, you see defense. This is a run and this is a one-sided show. Even if I must tell you, masses did not come out. It's only party members that came out and vote. Only APC members came out and vote. So masses did not come out. In the individuals who supposed to have joined the party members to decide where the election will go, swing, they didn't come out. And that is why, because they know why we warning ourselves. It's a one affair show. Even if the people come out and vote, with the result count, with our vote count, it won't count. The system of electoral system in Nigeria has been so pocketed, has been so bastardized that they will dare you go to court. So people have lost interest in look, let them have their way. It's their choice, whatever they come across with. So that's so more of people that came out are the APC members, are the party members. People, ordinary masses, ordinary people, general masses of people did not come out and vote and decide where the election will go. So I mean, they didn't win 100%, they won 99.9%.
All right.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lagide. Yeah. I really appreciate your contribution. You're welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Michael. And good morning, our viewers across the globe. We say thank you for always being there for us. May God continue to be with you. Thank you very much.
Good morning, viewers. Good morning, Nigerian. Good morning, Pakistan. Good morning, our followers in the diaspora and back here in Nigeria. God bless you. This is a brand new morning. God will open your way in Jesus' name.
All right, there are questions asked whether Buhari's death united Nigeria or further divided the country. We have it in the public space. Diverse opinions about his death. Some, not even some, many Nigerians criticized him, especially in his fight against corruption, his fight against insecurity and all of that. But these are some of his campaign promises. Were these promises genuine or just selective? He failed. He failed to keep the promises.
Yes, it has become a norm that Nigeria politicians will come out and promise us, and people immediately saying those things. You'll have known that he's telling us lying. So telling us lying has become part of our life to the extent that if you listen to them telling lies, nobody cares. It's their business. That's how they usually lie. When you meet a liar, when he's talking, you'll be looking at his mouth like this. He's telling lies. Everybody know that he's telling lies. So in a place where lie has become so constant, it will become normal, because he's not the first person to promise and not fulfill it. It is very, very obvious that almost all our politicians, they like to promise and not fulfill it. And when they now fail, they will still be the one that will be justifying. Their failure. They will still be looking for excuse. They will still be the one that will be looking for excuse. They will still be looking for a way to tell lie, to make sure that you see it as if they have fulfilled that promise. They will say, I fulfilled the promise by mouth. But look at the ground. The promise has not been fulfilled. One of the promises of President Muhammadu Buhari was that we should give him 6 months. He will deal with Boko Haram. But 6 years, Boko Haram are still enjoy it. But what they will do is that they will just go and cook once and they say, we have won them technically. Have you ever heard something like that before? We have won. I don't know. We have won them technically. We have done this. But you said you were going to chase them away. You told us how you deal with Matrasini. And Tinubu also came out and told us how retired generals have been helping so many nations. When France, Tinubu, that campaign that Tinubu did in 2015, okay, you know, be here. It's like the spirit of Awolowo will come down from heaven. That kind of campaign. When France was in problem, they went to call their retired general. And he, Tinubu, God, now only God will forgive all this our leader. With their they like to lie. Okay, when you even have a liar as your minister of information, what do you expect? Very, very unfortunate.
With what Mr. Femi just said now, with what he just analyzed, would you call him a hero of democracy or a failure in governance? This is a man that had promised so much, and at the end of the day, he failed to keep some of his promises.
Oh, well, let me start by saying I'm not going to call him an hero of democracy or a failure. First and foremost, well, let's look at this issue of our judiciary system in Nigeria. A judiciary system whereby it is not giving room for the citizen to engage whosoever that want to come in as a Mr. President or as a governor, to interrogate them, to press them that what do you really have in structure, what are you bringing for us, what do you really have in mind for this country, for the masses as a whole. And whosoever will just emerge a president or a governor, they just come in and promise heaven and health without fulfilling the obligation. Like the former president himself, Muhammadu Buhari, you know, all the promises he made when it comes to security, to restore back stability in different avenue, in different channel, he couldn't fulfill the obligations, you know, and so far so good. There is nobody to challenge him, to call him to order, say, you are doing the campaign, these are things you say, these are the promises you promised the country, but now you've left the seat, you didn't fulfill all these promises. Our digital system does not give us room to do that. This is a country whereby you've been denied of your rights. You don't have access, you don't have that strength or that confidence to protest, you know, to demand of what belongs to you as a citizen of the country. So I want to talk about the judiciary system, and that's why I said he has not really fulfilled his obligation. But like I said, I told you yesterday, another in Yoruba will say, he has come and he has gone. So let's just appreciate God that in one way or the other, to him personally, he has fulfilled his own purpose. You know, as a ex-president of Nigeria, is still our hero.
Would Nigeria have been better if he never returned as a president? If he never returned in 2015, would Nigeria have been better?
Partially, Nigeria could have been bettered, you know, to an extent.
If he never won that election.
If he never won the election. And since he has won the election, let me just say categorically, there is no how you can fight the plan or the arrangement of God. Just like the 2023.
Was Buhari an arrangement of God?
If God has never wanted him to be, it will not be.
Okay, you are trying to talk about 2023. I'm sure it's actually Bola Tinubu, right?
Like the 2023,
okay,
we've seen a lot of chief critics and I would say highly these are strong haters of Bola Tinubu that come out and protest against him. Some file some false allegation against him. Is this, is that, without any genuine evidence. It is not going to be. We even see some men of God that claim to be men of God that come out with false prophecy, false vision, and say, hey, his enemy will die. The country will divide. It will not this. It will not that. But to God be the glory. God have his own way of doing things. God perfected it, and he made the winner. He won the election, and today he's the president of Nigeria. That's why I use the word that there is nothing you can do if God have his own plan and his own arrangement. You cannot fight the plan of God. In the issue of President Muhammadu Buhari, he has come and he has gone. So in one way or the other, let's just sympathize with the family and with Nigerian generally. Let's thank God for his beginning and for how he has ended.
Mr. Femi, your take on the question I asked.
That maybe Nigeria will have been better if Buhari didn't
return
in
2015.
Nigeria will have been better because it's like at 2015, Nigeria, they make us to, they push us to the position of confusion. Everybody was confused. We don't really know which one is the weakness of Jonathan or the one that these people are creating. Cogent example is issue of subsidy removal in 2012. So all along, these people knew that the subsidy is due for removal, but they pretend and they use it to play politics. All along, these people, instead of all of us to come together and fight insecurity, they politicize it. To the extent that they went ahead to romance the then American president, what's his name? Obama.
Barack Obama.
To make sure that they dealt with Jonathan. All of them, they shunned Jonathan. They abandoned Jonathan at that position to be fighting his own battle alone. Let me tell you, this thing I'm saying, I hear it, I know it, and I listen to somebody that will always be at least 85% be sincere to President Bola Tinubu. We see Otitoju, Babajide Otitoju. He said all this, and he said, if you know what they did with, what they did for Jonathan, they didn't sell ammunition for him. He was looking for where to buy ammunition. He wanted to buy a black market ammunition. His plane was grounded in South Africa. All his efforts, they make sure that it was jettisoned.
They rendered it useless.
They rendered him useless. They crippled him. The man, no. The man was crippled. In the name of power must go back to the north. This rotation of power, north, south, north, south. This north that you're, and Tinubu know. Tinubu know the game that what the North want is power. There is nothing you can do for them.
And that's why he gave it to them.
And then they say, Buhari, you can go. But after you go, it's my turn. So Tinubu look at this northern others. All what you want is power. Go and take your power now. And the 8 years of Buhari, if not that he just use it to favor all these, what did they call them? Buhari change, Aboki fix. And they use it to promote Fulani agenda. When I look at all what he did for that 8 years, to me, there is nothing to write home about. I don't see. Maybe Nigeria would have been better without Buhari, and even go back to somebody like Buhari to come and rule us again. It's a disgrace to this nation. I'm telling you, somebody that truncated our democracy in 1983. That one is enough. So do you want to benefit from this thing? Or what has changed? What has made you think that democracy is better than military? We were told that he was not part of people that planned the coup. He was invited to come ahead to govern because they know that he was one close to corridor of power during Obasanjo regime, and they see that this man can deliver. That's why they call him into that thing. Why not reject it that time? Why is it not paying you when they overthrew you? When IBB overthrew you, military to military. So what has changed? What now make you think that you can benefit from our democracy? Now you now come here, you now begin to toil all those things that you failed to do that time to champion Fulani agenda. You now begin to establish it and say, our border is open. Anybody, give them visa on arrival. Fulani, you can come. Come and take over. To the extent that this man, more cost, he said, okay, if your problem is too much in Nigeria, I will relocate to the Nigerian Republic. That's my second hope. He told us so openly. So this man, he will have saved us if he didn't come back. He will have saved Nigeria.
Is Tinubu not another second Buhari in Nigeria?
God forbid. God forbid and God forbid. Looking at the two personality, the quality and the level of the intelligence is diverse. Tinubu, he has vision and he has positive agenda to deliver Nigerians and to bring in proper stability to the present situation in this country. But it's just a matter of time and to encourage this very government. When you look at the person of President Muhammadu Buhari that has passed on today, I want to question his level of intelligence and his quality. When one is visionless, when one has no dream, you shouldn't expect something positive or a transparent future.
So it was visionless.
From him.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Based on the level of his intelligence.
Yeah.
Am I communicating? You cannot compare whosoever from the northern.
It was missionless.
Yes,
Visionless.
you cannot compare
Under
any.
the APC administration.
Is not
So Tinubu brought in a
When you are-
visionless person, a missionless person, a person that had no focus.
that's your own quote. It's not my quote yet.
That's simply what
I've,
you're trying
I've
to
not.
tell us.
I've not really summarized everything.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
All right.
That is, it came under APC government. Like some people will say, Tinubu is Baba say Baba Sope. But this is a man that will give whosoever an opportunity to exercise.
He gave a visionless person an opportunity to govern the affairs of the nation.
To govern the affairs of the nation.
That's what Tinubu did, right?
Listen to me. Let me just.
Is that not what you're
Let me.
saying?
No. Let me clear myself.
Okay, sir.
He gave him because he has been hungry and been desperate of testing the presidential seat. And politics is a game of tricks. If you don't know politics, you don't know the politics. There's a politics behind all politics, and which is what Tinubu has played. Okay, is a favorite of the Northerners. Let me go ahead and use him. It will definitely make way for me come 2023, and which is what Tinubu has done. And it's left to him. He has been given the chance and the opportunity to fulfill his own genuine obligation, and he has failed to fulfill the obligation in security level to stabilize the situation of the country. He has failed in that channel. So that does not mean APC failed. APC never failed. He failed himself. He failed his own generation. Like we are still on the track now. President Bola Tinubu, he is not in to fail, and he has never failed. Okay, and I stand to be corrected. Okay.
But the same complaints people were complaining, the same issues we were complaining are still the same issues the Nigerians are complaining under Tinubu's administration.
For what has been destroyed for good roughly 20 something years, it can never be corrected under 2 years administration of APC government. It takes time. Okay. On the Buhari himself, he has brought in a failure agenda to the country.
All right, thank you so much for criticizing the administration of APC.
No, I never criticized the administration of APC. Don't quote me. Wrong. I never criticized the administration of APC. Okay. I criticized the administration of Buhari himself. Okay, so I never criticized.
By who?
Forget
who led him to victory.
Forget about who led him to victory. Even though God has led a man to victory and he decided to fail himself, he failed himself.
Okay.
So forget about Tinubu led him to victory. Tinubu has succeeded him of becoming a president, but singularly he failed himself. Singularly Buhari failed himself. So that is that very spot.
Is Tinubu not failing?
Tinubu has never failed. And quickly, I think there's an issue I also want to address. I think you raised an issue of what was the second question you asked?
About his health or what?
About his health. Okay, that maybe his health has been a disadvantage to him for not delivering positively to Nigeria. I don't see it as health. Individual quality which he has. That is all he has exercised for Nigeria. He has shown all he have in store for Nigeria. So though health is life, but he has delivered what he have in store for Nigeria.
All right, it's to be buried today, no doubt. Yes. A lot of dignitaries will be attending that event. What do you have to say?
Well, let me say something about. People are trying to differentiate between Tinubu and Buhari. The problem is that Tinubu is not Buhari and Buhari is not Tinubu, but Tinubu is worshiping Buhari and is worshiping Fulani like money. No, he's worshiping them because of power. When they killed the daughter of Fasorotin, what was the response of Tinubu when they said it was Fulani that killed him? That killed her? Baba said, "Where is the cow?" You cannot even pretend and say, okay, wait until they do investigation. I think, honestly speaking, a diplomatic response at that point will have saved Baba when he said, I can't say, let's wait until investigation says so. But for you to be coming out and upon all the killing of Fulani in the disaster data, mention one cogent thing that Tinubu said to go against Fulani killing. Do you know how many people Fulani killed in the South at that time? Or your state was commanded by Fulani killing our. Why do you think Sunday Igboho rise up? When Sunday was talking, what was the response of Bola Tinubu? When Fulani busy killing people in Oyo, killing a professor that came back from abroad to come and establish, Fulani tie him to the tree, slaughter him gruesomely. Igboho rise up. What was the response of Tinubu? He was worshiping Fulani because he need power in 2027. And not this moment, they will still be linking their nyas because they need power. And it's not only Tinubu, it's like the South has been inflicted with some of the Fulani charm. Go to Southeast, some of their governor like this. That's how they are linking Fulani nyas. Some of our governor here, they are liquor. I don't know what make. Have you heard about one king from our year in our domain here? Left-headed to go and name them for Tulu Gambari in Ilorin, a king that me I will be prostrating for. Now, when a man is leaning down for another man like him, a king leaned down for another king from Ede, he went to Ilorin, his wife leaned down, he leaned down until they become Linda. These people, they are worshiping Fulani. That is the problem. It's not only Tinubu, maybe because I mentioned Tinubu now. He's paying you. It's not only Tinubu. Almost all our politicians, they are worshiping Fulani.
Okay. Let me quickly talk about. You want to ask about the local government election. Yeah. So let me quickly brief the situation during the election day on Saturday. I think what we have seen on Saturday is results what we should be expecting come 2027 positively. Hello, excuse me, please. You dare not expect any strong contestant to challenge APC in Lagos for now, because Lagos State is a strong chamber of APC. All right, and during the local government election, we saw genuine and faithful Nigerians who come out to exercise their votes, and everything went fair with fair and unfair election. So there was no any strong opposition to challenge APC in Lagos State. During PDP era since 1999, while they are in power, we saw how they invade and then raid all other parties during local government election, governorship election, and presidential election. So we are not equally doing the same thing to them, because there are some places, even despite that being APC being the strong land of Lagos State, there are some places that opposition parties still winning, and we don't take them to court, we don't violate things, and they don't take it from them. Okay, like this local government election now, some places in Ireland, I think there's maybe a PDP and other party there won some area there in Lagos Island. Only local government, one councillor. So, and PDP win one councillor in Surulere. I don't know where you are. Which news are you watching? Do you expect them to win as much as 40? It's not possible. It's not possible. They cannot eat what they don't work for. When President Bola Tinubu was laboring and starving himself, trying to give Lagos State a good structure that will benefit Nigeria, that will benefit Lagos State. What was PDP government doing under administrator of Obasanjo himself? He waged war against President Bola Tinubu. He stabbed the whole Lagosian. He stabbed the whole Lagos citizen. He stabbed the Lagos agenda. So nobody should do what come today and start telling us what is not. Every man pray to eat the fruit of his labor.
Was it not a sign of electoral fraud?
It is never a sign of electoral fraud.
Not an electoral
at all.
manipulation.
Nobody was forced to vote for APC, and there is nobody that votes opposition party that was sabotaged, that you are not allowed to vote your party.
How many residents of Lagos even came out to vote?
No. It depends on the constituency or the environment where you individual reside. Like in Ogba here now, people turn out massively and then vote. Okay, and they vote Oluwole. Like we have Olusegun David, Olusegun David Odunbaku. He merged the executive local government chairman. He returned back and he regained the position of the executive chairman here. So it was a fair and fair election. Nobody should put it. Yes, it was a free fair election.
That was conducted by Lagos State Independent Electoral
by LASEC. Okay, electoral commission. Okay, it's not by Lagos State or whatever. So nobody should tarnish the image of Lagos State or the image of APC. So majority of you who are shipplaces, you don't have voters card, you don't have national ID card, you don't have Lastra.
You know, so you don't have all these things that enable you to be a genuine citizen of a country of Nigeria. So you don't just come out and tweet or condemn the image of Nigeria or image of Lagos State, okay, or to condemn or to vandalize the good vision of APC. Either you like it or not, leave it for this very government. I pray God will shame the enemy of this country at the end of the tunnel, and there will be a light. Thank you.
Please let me make a brief submission about this just concluded the local government election. Okay, it's not only in Lagos State something like this happen. Everybody know that if state conductor, do you see why I'm afraid of this state governor, and why I'm afraid of this restructure, this power devotion to the state? All these our governor, majority of them are wicked than any president you can imagine. Even if federal government conduct election sometime, you will see a level of transparency. If state conduct election, oga, na me do am, na me chop everything, do sacrifice and chop the whole sacrifice. It's not peculiar to Lagos State alone. Let alone Lagos State under the administration of President Bola Tinubu at the federal. Oga, you won't die. Who will dare to come and meddling in this local government election of Lagos State? Who born you? So that's why everybody just kukuma say it's your property, yo. Go and take it, yo. It doesn't concern us. No, I'm not okay. Like we regularly say, it's like opposition in Lagos State, they have even went to slumber. If you want to do election now, see, it is only APC you will see that will be doing groundbreaking campaign.
They don't have money to buy
Lagos State is in the pocket of somebody and he has not released it. Maybe if God tomorrow say Baba should come, maybe that time Lagos State will breathe. As we are talking now one pocket with day and no local government election can be fair.
They don't have money to buy tickets.
How can you say they don't have money to buy tickets when they didn't allow them to vote? Even Almosho, Badagry, Estac, where they are jacked. You go some ballot paper, you will not see Labour. You see PDP, APC. PDP, Lagos State, the APC. What's he talking about? What's he talking about? What's the need of coming now where you know a governor is controlling a whole chairman? Return the chairman, even when they even anger inside the party. When Bajamiala came out and said it's a very shameful thing, it's APC chief that is saying that. Who else? That people did not come out. So my brother, that man that just talk, I don't know where I come from, Cotonou, I come from Nigeria. It's not in Nigeria, it's in Lagos.
Lucky. I'm here, right, to counter what you're saying there. What you don't know, what you're not privileged to witness, don't come there and start saying. Which round you go?
I went to my ward.
Which round do you go to?
How many PDP came out?
In Ogun State.
I was in Lagos.
Where part of Lagos?
I voted for Lagos. I did vote that day. No, I did vote that day. You know why? You know why? The PDP councillor is being popped by APC. They just bring them out just to show that they have 50 parties. What are you talking about?
My brother.
You have hold on. Bajamiala, who is a secretary to, who is a chief of staff to federal government.
Where did they say that?
Said it's a very shameful.
You said the opposition councillors,
yes,
councillors were bought by APC.
APC.
Why did they allow themselves to be bought?
Is that not
shameful? Do you know why? Do you know why? They knew that if they check themselves, they're not going to get it because one, the thing has been written that the chairman, the former chairman, must come back. Even there's grievances, anger in the party that they need to go. Let somebody else come in. We all saw it. Even let me give you an example. Even in Imo State where they have a PC, the governor will manipulate it. I want to give you an example. He's the INEC. INEC be paid by the Lagos State governor. The police, all of them. My brother, we just go there just to have a look. Not that we really go there to go and vote for position. Give you an example. Go and check. In Wobiye, the ballot, no PDP, PDP, APC, no Labour.
PDP is dead on arrival.
No Labour.
Your party is dead on arrival. So what are you not saying? A party that does not have structure any longer, a party that doesn't even know where they belong to, and you are still talking about why didn't PDP come out and counter the APC?
Hold on.
Why did they come out and counter the local government election?
ADC now.
You don't have a point.
Hold on. We have ADC marked by APC, marked by PDP, marked by Labour. Just give us time. Don't disturb us.
We'll give you time.
We are coming
up. We'll give you time. You're never ready for local government election.
Don't worry. ready.
You did not participate in the
We are
local
ready.
government
We are
election.
ready.
It's only on the media you come in to start out shouting.
My happiness is that hold on. My happiness is that
when you failed,
the man that Tinubu
don't
put
blame
hope.
anybody.
Hold on. The man that Tinubu put hope that 2027 God have called him, so he's there. So now you people go and pray. Go and pray 2027. Miri also high, but they will fall. Really.
You see, well, in your own case, I will just look at, the majority, the minority will have a say, but the majority will have their way.
We will know who will be the majority that time.
You guys, you failed woefully, and you are trying to come back, and you cannot get that privilege you have again, because you have shown yourself that you are not ready to rule Nigeria, and when you even rule Nigeria, then you could see all the atrocity we witness. Yes, when you rule Nigeria, then
when
you
PDP
could
was
see
ruling,
atrocity.
Opposition was dancing, enjoying it, going to America, condemning the ruling party. Jonathan gave you chance. Obasanjo gave you chance. That's why you be able to form ACN, where APC, whatever. Jonathan give you free. In fact, when Jonathan was campaigning, they were stoning him. Now, please, I just beg you, allow Tinubu, let Tinubu the father. So allow the ADC to govern
the same character.
So that day, we go ballot.
It's the same characters that destroyed Jonathan government.
Which
they did not allow that guy to breathe.
Who are the people?
You guys were collecting all the money
that
they're supposed to use. You people, that it was the regime of Jonathan. You started kidnapping again. Did you kidnap the Okonjo-Iweala father?
What are you saying?
You think kidnapping there? Because he did not release money. Jonathan did not release money. Okonjo said they should save for the raining day.
We are
save for the raining days.
Hold on. What we are saying, we are talking about politics. We are not saying all this. During PDP, there was kidnapping, Boko Haram. But now, under APC, I can name hundreds of things happening.
Oh, yeah, name them
now. Kidnapping have been increased. Massacre have been increased. Hold on. Under PDP, did you see where they massacre 200 people? Under PDP, did you see? Can you just mention the date?
Benue.
In Plateau, Benue.
Are you a stranger in Nigeria?
Let me tell you.
Are you a stranger in Nigeria?
APC.
The Plateau issue has been happening right from years back. I can tell you assertedly, I witnessed one of the crises that started in Plateau State. My daughter that I gave birth to now is 15 years old, and I'm telling you, that thing has been going on for a while. Barricaded. We left barricading not too long. The troop bomb in barricading. So why are you not telling me?
Kule, can you compare yourself?
I won't blame you because you don't go beyond Lagos here.
Can you
all your space now? Benin and Lagos.
Can you compare yourself now?
You don't go out.
At previous time, PDP, can you don't compare yourself? Let's say the truth. Let's say the truth. Can you compare now?
You see,
your children going to school and your houses. Can you compare PDP and that time? Let's analyze it.
Under PDP.
Relax.
Under PDP, I'm calm there.
Now asking you, can you go back? Say how much for bag of rice? How much for fuel? How much for cement back?
You see.
Now I compare it now.
You see that?
Please.
You see that?
Analyze it.
You see
go
that?
Go ahead.
You are talking of how much is bag of rice.
Go ahead.
And you expected cement.
Yes.
You know there's economy boom under the regime. Can you allow me to talk?
Go ahead.
There was economy boom under Jonathan time. Are you aware?
Go ahead.
Ngozi came, Okonjo-Iweala. He said, let's save for the raining days. We have a stability of economy. In that, what happened? They went back. They said, okay, let's share the money. Let's share the money. The woman was telling them. And when you want to compare the economy of yesterday to economy of this, the whole world is facing economic crisis. I'm telling you. Yes. Yeah. How can you accept Nigeria? How can you? Yes. There's economic mission. If you have family, if you have family abroad, ask them.
They did not save. Listen, don't forget Fachola was there. Amechi was there. Who they were stopping them not to save. They took Jonathan. Hold on.
Where party was
it? Now, when you were talking, hold on. When you were talking, they took Jonathan to court. They took Jonathan to court. that money must be brought out. Now let me even give you. If they did not save, did Nigeria cry that time like this way we are crying?
Did you cry? You guys, did you cry?
I did not cry that time, but now I'm crying now.
Oh, why should you be
I
crying
cannot
now?
pay my total school fees.
Oh, you never
I can't
say
pay for
anything.
rent.
Okay.
I can't pay for life.
That time you're supposed to cry.
How much is dollars?
That time you're supposed to cry.
Let me
you
tell you,
cry.
we can't pay for hospital.
Okay.
These are very bad.
Okay.
Then Tinubu is making more money, borrowing more money. I don't know. You can't build hospital. Our leader want to die to go to London and die there. They cannot build hospital. Buhari spent 8 years. Cannot build hospital. Today, if you don't go and sit there, cannot build hospital. The money he intended for this Calabar Express Road, that money can do something.
Have you been to last
today?
Have you been
But
to
I'm
last
telling you,
Lagos State University?
Buhari's legacy.
When you won't,
Buhari things to
you
open
will just
Tinubu
come
eyes and see what can I do. See what I'm saying under Tinubu. This are very bad.
Cannot build hospital.
Go
to lawsuit.
We
go to lawsuit.
What is there?
A world class now. A world class. A world class.
Hold on.
Yes.
Yet it travels out of the country to receive treatment.
No. See, Buhari
does not travel.
Buhari happens to be.
You said Tinubu built world class, right?
Yes.
In Lagos.
In Lagos, yes.
But he still travels out to receive treatment to get.
Thank you.
It's still travel out to.
Yeah, it travels out.
And I can tell you, when Tinubu tell you he wants to travel, he's going out to reorganize and to adjust himself and to a president can just leave the country.
Thank you.
Lasso is very, very okay now. I can tell you what when last we could get to
let me give you one. The Lasso is mentioning. Please, let me advise you. If you go to Lasso, that is the end of your life. Hold on. Listen, yes. If you go to Lasso, that's the end of your life. If you go to Lasso, yes. Can I tell you something? The equipment they said they have there, your people will not come back. The patient was taken there, they didn't come back. I tell you, I can sponsor you.
Propaganda is inside your blood.
They didn't come back.
Propaganda is inside your blood.
Mr. Lokiwe, let me deal with him. Let me deal with him constructively. Good morning, everyone. I want to deal with him constructively. Yes.
You never.
It's afraid.
You never
have a point. That's why.
Oh yeah, now.
Tell him last.
Oh yeah, come on.
So you might have been going well with your arguments since. Yes. But when you now mention Lasso that is a world class, that is where you got it wrong.
Yes.
I've worked in Lasso for like I think 3 years or so.
Which years? What year was that?
Yeah, that was. In fact, I was still there with my wait. But I was still there to donate blood for one of family member. That was last 2 weeks. And the state of that place is just like a advanced barrack.
Advanced barrack.
Yes. Now this is last week. Wait.
I like to complain.
So when you
talk
about
early part, advanced barrack, early part in another.
You can't tell me. I know, Mr. Kunle, calm down. I know the map of the hospital on my palms like this. Where you work for like 3 years or so. I know me anywhere we go to, we are going to gain ground there by end. So that lawsuit needs to be I would like checkmate. We have CMD there over 6 years or 7 years that should have been out of office by now, but he's still there. Last presently now you be complaining of electricity. You understand? Wait, calm down.
Where did it go?
I said I was still there to donate 2 weeks ago.
So it's 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Calm down. Now, don't get me wrong. My coming here is not to talk down the hospital, but to constructively bring some points out. It's so funny that some media men will want to come there. They will be notifying the CMD say ahead of their visit, and it is wrong. If you are coming there to come and do something on what is going on, we are always complaining of. They are always complaining of lack of beds, equipment. Every time you don't have bed. Every time, and whereas it's not the wait. Calm down. It's not about being overwhelmed. By this time, Mike, the medical emergency should supposed to be expanded by now. The space of bed that can contain there is not even up to 100. Yes. And now when people come to donate bed, you will not see the bed again. You understand? And now, but this is 2025.
That's why you complain when you have an old man as the overhead of an hospital. No insights, no innovation, because you do not care. Now, that medical emergency now supposed to be like 2-story building now ahead for more space. Surgical emergency, the same thing. Now, when you go to the place, it's more of private sector now. When you enter there, you see every corner where that we used to get free breeze. Then you be like, okay, good air for the patient. That building, 3-story buildings, 3-story building. They are not building it. It's not development. Hello, calm down, Mr.
You want to know last more than me?
You don't know anything here. Let me tell you. Let me educate you here.
So enter last
when you go there, you can go there for a tour.
For the first time in your life, you know last.
Let me face him.
You want to know me last more than me?
My wife.
You know what to know last more than me?
My wife.
Okay, what do you want to say
about it? You have the best of the surgeon in last suit. You have the best of the
do you know now? Last week they are short of doctors. Most of the doctors that when I go
Nigeria
there
is short
from my
of
people
generally.
2 weeks ago, my last week Lagos State Teaching Hospital.
It's affecting Lagos State too.
Now my friends there are still complaining that most of our doctors are away now. All of them they are traveling. What's up now?
Let's take a walk.
Most of our nurses are traveling. They are traveling.
Let's take a
You
walk.
understand? No, Mr.
Three patient. Nobody come alive.
You understand?
3 patient. Nobody come alive. Let me give you an example.
Now there's no what's it called?
Hold on, there was a patient in the hospital.
Oh, come on.
Listen.
You expected when the patient is in the state of
let me
coma.
face him. Buhari, you say Messiah today.
Listen happen.
Hold on. Buhari, you say Messiah today. Last 3 years, me and Kule were here. Today, where is Buhari? 8 years rubbish, 8 years failure, 8 years sickness, 8 years anger, 8 years wickedness. Today, where is the God of God? Better tell your papa. Tell me no come. Oh yes, it's okay. Let it go arrest.
So
you are telling us somebody who work there is telling you.
With your hatred, with your hatred, you have a threat already. Especially you.
No.
All of you here, you are poison.
You know one thing I don't like about Mr. Kunle.
I don't see your faces.
One thing I don't like about Mr. Kunle here. You can be.
They don't have Falcon. I'm ready for debate.
I'm not here to fight you. I'm not in for that. I will argue with you bluntly.
I can take you to that.
You don't have any facts.
I can take you to that last now. We can take. No. Mike,
we are going to do third here.
Yes.
You see people like that.
I'm ready today.
What is
I'm ready.
You see people like that.
We don't have.
What are you telling me? It's the best.
It's not a world-class hospital.
It's
It's not
Yes.
a world-class hospital.
You better go there than go to Lasso. You better go there. I know it's very
Wait, is
expensive.
this hospital not a world-class hospital?
It is. But the cost, this is a private hospital. You can't imagine someone that invested millions or billions to erect an hospital to take less from you. Why are all these private sector, why are they thriving in Nigeria? Because of what? We have leaders that are what? That are not sensible enough to understand, to prioritize the life of the citizen. Whereas you go to hospitals in the UK, most of the hospitals are not private owned.
Why are they traveling to weekend to go and die there?
They are not. Most of the hospitals are not private
of UK?
Let me ask
Are you a
you.
citizen of UK?
Most of the hospitals are not private owned.
Where you say,
And that is why we have more private secondary schools nowadays. Because you can't even send your child to public school again, unlike before 1990s when we were younger.
Thank you.
Because when you send them there, you are not safe anymore. That is why the private sector have been thriving.
All right,
You understand?
Let me ask you. Why you say you have best hospital? Why are they traveling to London?
Now the current president has some from investment. We have BT, this thing there, Bola Tinubu, whatever, in every corner of Nigeria. It is for the masses, it's for the poor. We have the rich and the poor now. There's no middle class anymore. So it is for the poor people like us now. The rich people, they travel abroad to go and have theirs. And we have the best of the best, doctors here. And why are they the doctor treating them abroad? Because they don't have facilities
At all.
That's why you see a leader, one person consuming billions of dollars. One person, you are keeping it to. What do you want to do? Is that not a madness, like that said?
Madness.
You understand?
No. Madness.
No. Because when you borrow money, you are keeping money of what this thing, yes, with the money do for you, you have you to invest with the money.
To invest with the people.
You understand?
Thank you
So
much.
Mr. Kule needs to understand that.
Wait, myself. I've gone to Latin to treat myself, and they treated me well.
When?
On my high,
When?
they treated me well.
We are not getting the point.
So,
We never said
no.
hello.
The way
We never
you
said
came in,
no.
that's
We
it,
never
that's,
said
last week,
they don't
that's
treat
it.
well.
I mean,
You understand? What we are saying is that they need to do
more.
more to equip
you can upgrade.
yes,
More.
not to
More
equip
people
the
have
doctors.
packaged it well, the
Yeah,
way it's supposed to
you understand?
Kule, can you calm down?
Let me talk. Calm down.
Calm down.
You see, at this age, when you see Mr. Kule at this age, I'm younger than you, but it's so crazy that seeing you as that you are the one that part of those that spoil this country. But now you are like 50 something years.
Wrong.
How did that?
How old are you when Babangida was the head of state? How old were you? Can you tell us?
That's spoiled this.
Tell us how old were you when
You say I'm
going to no wait. I'm going to I'm going somewhere because I know very much that when Buhari was the first time was Buhari then was the first head of state then. I'm very sure if there are other than maybe few years of which you can do better than what were you doing then?
Yes.
Because you fail, you are part of those that fail to spend out for your generation because your unborn children. Now you are facing it. Now at this stage now, you should be here and some people saying what is wrong.
Wait.
No, let him because Mr. Kule is fond of shying away from reality.
Can you allow him talk? Can you allow him talk?
I'm telling you, I fought for democracy in this country, and majority of steps I took, your generation cannot take it. I'm telling you, I was expelled in my school because of IBB must go. IBB must go.
Are you the leader of the protest? Are you students?
Yeah.
Why are you?
He said he fought for democracy.
Yes, I fought for democracy. I can tell you again. In my school, right from my school, Olivet Baptist High School. Olivet Baptist High School. Olivet Baptist High School. Go and verify it. And that I lied.
So what happened now?
What happened?
Now what happened?
All the while, I came out when the EndSARS was on Tuesday. Okay. I came out for the EndSARS. I did my own EndSARS in Alawusa there. So what else are you telling me? You people are just, I don't know why you this generation.
We still have.
You don't know anything. You are just come on.
I know.
If I go,
Where were you? When we were fighting for democracy.
You did not fight for democracy. Don't tell lies.
Oyo State Administrator.
Excuse me.
Where were you?
Excuse me.
Where were you?
I want to ask the question. Where is the democracy you fight for? Where is it?
I don't know.
Where is the democracy?
Where is it?
The democracy is
Where is it?
He's taking step.
Which is step?
He's taking step because the best democracy is better than the best the military rule.
Mr. Kule,
yes.
Burkina Faso has a leader, and that leader is a leader, and citizens over there are very happy. Students are being paid. The president of Burkina Faso doesn't travel out when he wants to treat himself. He's in the country building, and the people are living perfectly well and appreciating him every blessed day. What we are talking about is a leader. We are talking about a leader. We are not talking about whether democracy or not democracy. We talk about leader. So Mr. Kule, I persist. I insist. I persist. I said what we want is a leader. Whether it's a military leader, whether it's a civilian leader, let him be a leader, just like Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso. I want to continue to hail Burkina Faso, and I consider them, as from now, I consider them like giants.
He's not the president of Africa. He's not the president of Africa.
Mr. Kule, if you can bring where you fought for democracy, you can bring the photo, 100K for you.
It's not nonsense. So there's a team.
Let me talk, please. You give me space. Mike, I don't want to be I mean, I don't want to be rude to
The other day he said Babangida,
and I don't want him to be taking me for granted, right? And I said it, I can bring my friends to this platform that will forge the democracy together. Yes, and that cost me a lot of punishment, in which General Oluri was the one in power then. What's it called, Ibadan? Generally, he was the one of your state. General Oluri was the one in power, and he was the one that dealt with us. So I can tell you, I can bring my friends, one of my friends, that will testify to it. Me, I'm not just, you see, if I didn't come to Ogba, I will not move people like this. That's just it. If I did not come to Ogba, I will not move characters like this.
Thank you. I want to say
All of them are needed. We need everybody.
You see, look at, the life is so funny.
Suma. Let's give other people a chance to talk.
No.
It's okay.
No, Mike, Mr. Kunle needs to hear this, and every other person.
It's okay.
Let me just.
Suma.
Oh, you see.
Until tomorrow.
Are you off in the mic? Are you off in the mic?
We still have more people on
I don't understand.
Somebody's behind me here.
Let him know.
It's okay, Suma.
No problem.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
You just impeach me now. Mr. Kunle escaped, but they impeach me.
Please. Thank you. Yeah. Sorry. Mr. President, just a few minutes with you. All right. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning to all our viewers. May God bless you.
All right, Benjamin.
Good morning, our viewers. May God bless and strengthen you, and let the healing of the Lord shall flow with your family and your friends. Thank you.
What should Buhari be remembered for? Is it his integrity or failures?
Well, for me, Buhari that I know, it's not the Buhari that I know now. Remember, let me say, this man, they say, have already died. And I want to ask, is he a Muslim or a Christian? Say he's a Muslim.
Yeah.
Can a Muslim leave a coffin without burying it under 30 to 3 days or 4 days? I remember when I died, they buried the same day. Now, Nigeria is a great industry that can act a movie. A great nation that acted a movie. I remember 2015 when they said that Muhammadu Buhari is the elected president of Nigeria. When America reported that Nigeria is going back forward. Since then, Muhammadu Buhari took over the power. Is Nigeria going front? Nigeria is not going front. And I remember in 2017, when Muhammadu Buhari was sick, more than six months or 5 months, and the law of Nigeria said that when a person or president are sick under 3 months, will be out of the seat. But then I remember through AIT, that conversation where I had an ECOWAS meeting members say, let us have a silent hour, the part 1. And they have a silent. Since then, they bring that report. Nigeria government silent the international world. They keep quiet. Now, bit 2025, they bring the report that Muhammadu Buhari is dead. So are they going back or are they coming from? Now, what I want to say, Nigeria is acting a great movie. There is something behind it where they mention that Muhammadu Buhari is dead. And this is the man who have already passed away many years ago. There's something that triggered out, which they don't want to tell the citizens of Nigeria what is going on. And here this what is going on. And meanwhile, the current president, President Tinubu, know what is going on. And you know that this man have already passed away because he wants to be a #1 citizen. That's why he closed mouth. Now that he has already become the president of Nigeria under 2 years and some months, he said, let us announce that Muhammadu Buhari is dead. They are acting a movie. It's a movie that we are watching. They are not telling the citizens the truth. Something is going underground, which they don't want to sell us. But one day, that thing, the hiding, will come out. Muhammadu Buhari, I know where he was a military man. Where is the backbone? It's let Tunde Idabo. That is the man that we're hearing. We are not hearing Muhammadu Buhari is the president of Nigeria. Every corner, Tunde Idabo. Every corner, Tunde Idabo. Because they tell you that the man doesn't have integrity. The man cannot deliver well. Because Olusegun Obasanjo as a military come to rule under civilian. That's why he forced himself out to become part of it. And when he become part of it, what did he do? He bring Nigeria back forward. Nigeria are not going front. Now, Ahmed Tinubu said, I will start when he stopped. Nigeria is going back. Where are they going to get it right? I don't think that they can get it right. I don't think. No matter with this situation, they cannot get it right.
All right, as the Buhari's administration left Nigeria, okay, I think people are complaining of sound here. I don't know what's happening with the sound. I don't know. All right, let's just go down a bit. Okay, as Buhari's administration left Nigeria, better or worse?
When you talk about Buhari, I simply remember Buhari with so many I remember Buhari when he destroyed our young democracy by overthrowing Sheikh Shagari. Our young democracy was destroyed and he became a military leader. Nigeria were going to buy bread. Civilians suffer and they were tortured. A lot of tears when he took over Sheikh Shagari. We suffer and suffer. And after that suffering and pain, I still remember him till now. After that suffering and pain, we remember him again when he took over Jonathan. And at that time, the song was Say Baba, say Buhari, and another song was change. But after 6 months in office, Nigerians start to regret. And they say, this change that those people were talking about, we didn't ask them questions to know which type of change. We didn't know that the change is negative one. And Nigerians started to cry. I remember Buhari again during COVID-19, where Nigerians were locked everywhere in their room, no food, nothing. They were suffering with pain, even money that the whole world gave Nigeria. We finally here, he's keeping this money. After COVID-19, he will do better then. Is there any better thing than the life of people? I still remember him in cashless. When women were, removing their clothes in their bank, everybody was suffering, many people died. I still remember Buhari in Python dance in the East, where so many young youth people were murdered, killed, the blood run in the East in Nigeria. I still remember Python dance. I remember Buhari during the crocodile smile, where blood of so many people run. I remember Buhari, I still remember Buhari, and I remember Buhari in one other thing. Mr. Mike, there's one other thing that makes me remember Buhari. Okay. As a person that Nigeria offer everything, this man started to eat on a golden table from his tender age till this 82, when he attended 82. He became minister, he became president. He was living in luxury, in abundance. Nigeria offered everything for him. If I can get a country where we sign nationality and see if that country can offer me even 1/4 of what Nigeria offers to Buhari. He eat and drink and live a better life in Nigeria. Imagine when he falls sick, because there is no hospital in Nigeria, he went to die in London. After his death, he continued eat, even his cough is eating Nigerian money, because a huge sum of amount is budgeted now to go and pick the cough from London to Nigeria. He's still eating Nigerian money, and he will be buried with Nigerian money. What a good life that Nigeria offered to that man. He benefited a lot. All his house in Nigeria was benefit. But finally, I asked myself, what did he offer to this country that offer him everything? When he will still go to UK, he will still go to hospital in UK. Not only him went there, Abu Salam said, we were in the same hospital. Leaders of the people are telling you openly that they went to, two of them went to UK. Then, if as rich as they are, people that Nigeria offer everything can be going to hospital in UK, what will be the position of poor citizens when they are sick? Tell me, what have those leaders offer to Nigeria? If you didn't even build hospital that you yourself can attend, all their children's school in London, in America, everywhere. I ask myself, all those people that we are giving national burial, are they even Nigerians? Because that's the question I'm asking myself. Because they are always traveling, holidays at abroad, healing at abroad, school at abroad. Even their food sometimes I think it come from there. So I remember him. Nigeria offer him a lot. How I would have been happy had it been that he offered to Nigerians hospital, only hospital, during all his tenure. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Ase. Let's have Mr. Vincent in the program this morning. Authentic, please. He was here. He's been standing since. All right. So sorry about that. Okay, you can go. I will call you. I'll tell someone to call you. Okay. Are you okay with that? All right. Mr. Vincent, you're welcome on the program.
Good morning, Mr. Mike, for having me. Good morning, our ever attentive global audience. Good morning, Nigeria.
All right. Let's quickly talk about President Bola, the former President Muhammadu Buhari. His legacy, all of that. Nigerians have said so much since he died. They've been talking about his legacies, how he ruled the country during the military era and the civilian rule. Now, let's talk about 2015 before he became president of the country. There are certain campaign promises, President dished out at that point in time, which we expected him to keep. But at the end of the day, I think he failed to deliver. Now, did Buhari do enough to justify unseating an incumbent? Of course, the incumbent president then was good luck Jonathan.
You see, it's another theatrics, a kind of another soap opera to me. You see, prior to the now, we have successive government coming to tell us that they are going to build castles in the moon. They will do this and they will do that. All those their campaign promises were never adhered to the letter. And we've had it up to here in Nigeria as a citizen, because there is no way we have held this every successive government accountable to whatever they promise that they will do. And it's a shame of the institution that we have, and it's a shame of the ground norm that we take as our constitution that is guiding us, because there are a lot of loopholes. And when you start with a lie, you cannot you cannot play something on nothing and expect to get something. You see, Nigerian constitution as we currently have it is a lie. How can you say we the people? I don't know where any plebiscite was being conducted to the extent that they could come about that document they call constitution, that is the ground norm that is now controlling our affairs as a nation. That's another thing. Now, when we now go back to memory lane, you will see that right from the time the colonialists held sway in this country, you know, they never took into consideration our peculiarities and our diversities and see that okay, all these things must be done in a way according to that we have to, because we are all circumscribed. Amalgam of people with varied cultures were circumscribed into a nation called Nigeria without looking into the nitty-gritty what our ways of life are, and that is why we have come to experience all these difficulties in terms of rulership and in terms of our pains and our yearnings for good governance. Aside that, Mike, I want to tell you that even before the now, we've had different kind of military regime, we have civilian regimes, but if you ask me, then which even though I am not an advocate of the military aventurism to take sway in this to hold sway in our polity, but at times we've had some instances where some military regime has really performed well in this country, even though they were short-lived. A case in point is the Muritala Obasanjo regime of 1976. You know, then there was social order. Prices of things were so cheap. People were given a semblance of a kind of a governor, and that was a leader that didn't. He was killed on a Friday, that February 13, 1976, when he was on his way to a mosque to pray. That was the time Dinka and Bisala led coup, even cut that man down in his prime. But sadly enough, when you look at the history of Nigeria, how the trajectory up to the now, you will see that we have tried all manners of system of governance. It seems no one is working well for us. But if you now put the civilian regime that we've had up to the now and compare with the military, then I will still give the military setting there a pass mark, because the democracy we perform now is too humongous in terms of, there's a lot of profligacy in terms of spending. Ministry in a civilian setting. That is why you see that we keep on hearing billions. Now, before we used to hear billions, but now it's now trillions. When APC government came into power, because we never had all kind of money being spent as at that time before the APC came to the race of governors. But when you look, give or take, but all this money that has been bandied in the space, before our very eyes, are they really being used for what is really needed in the country, for the collective good of the masses? No. They always they will call all this money, this humongous money, they will use it to line their pockets. A case in point is that how can you say you are a leader and you are not living by an example? And every time you go on medical tourism abroad, and you keep on saying that there are structures. Yeah, we have world-class institutions. For crying out loud, they are all glorified consulting centers. Instead of the world-class, the appellate they gave it. But when you look at all these things, it shows that it makes mockery of democracy and its practice.
All right, it's obvious that the health status of the former president, Muhammadu Buhari, cost us a lot for 8 years. Isn't it high time we start looking for healthy presidents, healthy candidates to rule this country?
How are you going to produce that? You have the structure or the institutionalization to produce that? That's the question. These guys have, amassed so much wealth to themselves, and they use it to lord over their own personal interests. It will be very difficult. And I told you, and I keep on saying it, if you don't build on institutions that will throw up credibility and competence, we'll keep on having corrupt, incompetent bigotry in the system. There's nothing you can do. In as much as they can budget 21 billion to renovate a building for the vice president, bought all manner of cars for themselves, running into billions and billions of naira. Mike, they are not yet ready. I keep on saying it. When they are ready to fix Nigeria, they will fix Nigeria. Anytime they decide to fix Nigeria, they will fix Nigeria. Look at Wike spending 40 billion in 2023, paying each delegate $30,000 times 777 local government in Nigeria. Nobody is saying anything. Buhari is not a saint. He's as corrupt as anything that this Buhari is saying. But because of his cunning and nature, people used to tag him. When they were bringing this Buhari, I told Nigerians, they say he's a military man. He's going to deal with over. You are empowering Boko Haram at the end of the day. But I said it here. I told Nigerians. You can see, even his own. Okay, if somebody have told you that there is celebration in the north, some part of the country over his death, you wouldn't have believed it. That people are celebrating the death of Buhari from the northern part. Will we ever believe it? Because we never see until we begin to understand, we begin to see. It's not a matter of this. When you look at them, place them on them and look at them very well, their credentials and what they stood for. And be able to know who among them. We cannot beat them. I can see somebody came here and said there's no middle class. How are you going to challenge them? When Woloshenko was talking about intellectual revolution, a lot of people does not understand that we don't need to carry gun and send these people away. But those, okay, like we are here now, after here now, what do? We go and look for bread and beans now. Maybe look for one corner of my food. Give me a 200, bread 500. You go sit down there 2 hours. You won't go chop and finish. Today has gone.
Can you still even get the water?
You
can't get beans for 200 again.
Because government start from 300 naira.
Yes, ma'am.
You can't get it from 200.
You can't.
Because the inequality in the social fabric is so large that you only have the haves, the super rich, and the very low. And there's no middle class.
To get a president or a candidate with a perfect health condition.
You see,
I cited Tinubu as an example, Muhammadu Buhari in 2015.
You see, all of them, at times when you look at a situation where you see some selected few cabals, they are holding sway over 250 million people. It is a shame on our collective psyche as a mass of people. And because my friend once said here, Mr. Shinobu said that when the institutions are not there, they are not found. You cannot place something on nothing until we have a very good, a well-footed institution in place. And also, to corroborate that is that the constitution that we have as currently being practiced is a faulty constitution. It's not people-oriented. It was forced on us by the military aventurists. That is why we cannot get it right until we have a plebiscite where you and I will be part of and say, okay, this is how we want to be governed as a people. Then before we can have a headway, we cannot continue like this because the template is very, very faulty. is a faulty premise to me, and you cannot get something from nothing, because until when the needful is done concerning the ground norm and other institutional makeup that make up democracy, before we can have a semblance of a good governance and a good leader.
All right, I know it will be ridiculous of me to ask you if former President Muhammadu Buhari left Nigeria better or worse. Is there anything you want to say?
Yes, a lot of things. I think I should hold Gabashehu responsible, because I believe that Buhari is a public servant, an ex-president, and we deserve to know. When they were taking off from Kaduna, when they brought him from Daura, I told you that he has left Daura.